Monuments is a collective term used by the Japanese government's law for the protection of cultural properties to denote cultural properties of Japan as historic locations such as shell mounds, ancient tombs, sites of palaces, sites of forts or castles, monumental dwelling houses and other sites of high historical or scientific value. Gardens, bridges, gorges, mountains, and other places of great scenic beauty. And natural features such as animals, plants, and geological or mineral formations of high scientific value. Designated monuments of Japan. The government designates significant items of this kind as cultural properties and classifies them in one of three categories: historic sites, places of scenic beauty, natural monuments. Items of particularly high significance may receive a higher classification as special historic sites, special places of scenic beauty, special natural monuments respectively. As of September 2013, there were 3,089 nationally designated monuments, 1,710 historic sites, 374 places of scenic beauty, and 1,005 natural monuments. Since a single property can be included within more than one of these classes, the total number of properties is less than the sum of designations. For example, Hamarakayu Gardens are both a special historic site and a special place of scenic beauty. As of May 1, 2013, there were a further 2,961 historic sites, 266 places of scenic beauty, and 2,985 natural monuments designated at a prefectural level and 12,840 historic sites, 845 places of scenic beauty, and 11,020 natural monuments designated at a municipal level. Alterations to the existing state of a site or activities affecting its preservation require permission from the Commissioner for Cultural Affairs. Financial support for purchasing and conserving designated land and for the utilization of the site is available through local governments. Designation Criteria. The Agency for Cultural Affairs designates monuments based on a number of criteria. A monument can be designated based on more than one of these criteria. Historic sites and special historic sites shell mounds, settlement ruins, kofun, other historic ruins of this type, ruins of fortified towns, castles, government administration offices, old battlefields and other historic ruins related to politics or government, remains of shrines and temples, former compound grounds and other historic ruins related to religion, schools, research institutions, cultural facilities and other historic ruins related to education, learning or culture, medical care and welfare facilities, life-related institution, other society and life-related historic ruins, transport and communication facilities, forest conservation and flood control facilities, manufacture facilities and other historic sites related to finance or manufacture activities, graves and stone monuments with inscriptions, former residences, gardens, ponds and other areas of particular historical significance, ruins related to foreign countries or foreigners. Places of scenic beauty and special places of scenic beauty parks and gardens, bridges and embankments, flowering trees, flowering grass, autumn colors, green trees and other places of dense growth, places inhabited by birds and wild animals, fish insects and others, rocks, caves, ravines, gorges, waterfalls, mountain streams, abysses, lakes, marshes, wetlands, floating islands, springs, sand dunes, spits, seasides, islands, volcanoes, onsen, mountains, hills, plateaus, plains, rivers, viewpoints. Natural monuments and special natural monuments animals, well-known animals peculiar to Japan and their habitat, animals which are not peculiar to Japan, but need to be preserved as well-known characteristic Japanese animals, and their habitat, animals or animal groups peculiar to Japan within their natural environment, domestic animals peculiar to Japan, well-known imported animals presently in a wild state, with the exception of domestic animals. Their habitat, particularly valuable animal specimen. Plants, vegetation, old trees of historic interest, gigantic trees, old trees, deformed trees, cultivated pulpwood, roadside trees, shrine forests, representative primeval forests, rare forest flora, representative alpine plants, special clusters of plants on rock ground, representative clusters of wasteland plants, representative examples of coastal and sand ground vegetation, representative examples of areas of peat-forming plants, clusters of plants growing in caves or grottos, rare water plants in garden ponds, onsen, lakes, marshes, streams, sea, etc. Algae, moss, microbes, etc. Remarkable occurrence of epiphytic plants on rocks, trees or shrubs, remarkable plant growth on marginal land, remarkable growth in the wild of crop plants, wild habitat of rare or near-extinct plants. Geological and mineralogical features, rocks, mineral and fossil producing sites, conformable and unconformable strata, fold and thrust strata, geological features caused by the work of living creatures, phenomena related to earthquake dislocation and land mass motion, caves, grottos, examples of rock organization, onsen and their sediments, erosion and weathering related phenomena, fumaroles and other items related to volcanic activity, ice and frost related phenomena, particularly precious rock, mineral and fossil specimen. Representative territories rich in natural monuments to be protected. Registered monuments. A separate system of registration has been established for modern edifices threatened by urban sprawl or other factors. Monuments from the Meiji period onward which require preservation can be registered as registered monuments. Members of this class of cultural property receive more limited assistance and protection based mostly on governmental notification and guidance. As of April 2012, 61 monuments were registered under this system. Some monuments of Japan. See also, List of special places of scenic beauty, special historic sites and special natural monuments, cultural properties of Japan, Maibatsu. Notes: in this article, capitals indicate an official designation as opposed to a simple definition, for example cultural properties as opposed to cultural properties. References: Cultural properties for future generations. Administration of Cultural Affairs in Japan. Agency for Cultural Affairs. March 2013. Retrieved September 21, 2013. ABCD Preservation and Utilization of Cultural Properties. Administration of Cultural Affairs in Japan. Agency for Cultural Affairs 2012. Retrieved September 21, 2012. A squared EAAC paragraph EA micron C per mil copyright, Count of Monuments of Japan by Prefecture. Agency for Cultural Affairs September 1, 2013. Retrieved September 21, 2013. E florin 1/2 EAO echo EA zeta EA registered trademark SHC per milli or E squared paragraph E degree I 1/4 E florin 1/2 EAO echo EA I 1/4 per mil, Count of Prefectural Cultural Properties by Prefecture. Agency for Cultural Affairs. Retrieved September 21, 2013. E florin 1/2 EAO echo EA zeta EA registered trademark SHC per milli or E squared paragraph E degree I 1/4 ACEA I 1/4 per mil, Count of Municipal Cultural Properties by Prefecture. Agency for Cultural Affairs. Retrieved September 21, 2013. Oya to the first E or E squared EA section A 1/4 sheshk CA Oya I 1/4 a 1/2 a registered trademark a Shah cubed EE or E squared EA registered trademark Shaya cubed a per mil to the first E epsilon squared EAAC paragraph EA micron C per mil Y Shah cubed a squared EAAC paragraph EA micron C per mil ZA registered trademark Shaya 1/4 per mil, Bulletin of the Association for the Rehabilitation of Cultural Properties, No. 2 from 1951. Tokyo, MEXT. Retrieved January 1, 2010. See unregistered trademark EO squared E or E squared, registered cultural properties. Agency for Cultural Affairs. Retrieved April 20, 2012. External links.